Typically speaking, grill-friendly foods are flat, meaning they can be cooked on side A and then side B. They are uniform, okay? When it comes to grilling, uniformity of shape and size is analogous to even cooking, okay? They are lean. Although fat can lubricate meat fibers, it's a carbon-based energy storage medium, and as such, is highly flammable, which is why fatty foods often come to the table, covered in soot. Grill-friendly foods are moist, okay? Moisture is important as it prevents burning while helping to conduct heat inward. At the same time, it can also push outward, taking sear-producing proteins with it. This means that the food in question also needs to be at least somewhat porous for that moisture to move around. Now, let's consider the chicken. We're going to up the juiciness quotient of our chicken by building a brine. So we've got 4.5 pounds of chicken, so I figure a quart of water will go into a zippy bag along with 6 ounces of honey for sweetness and 3.5 ounces by weight of salt. I'm using kosher salt here, and that will actually construct the brine proper. Seal that up and mix to thoroughly combine. Stash this for an hour and a half in leak-proof containment in the bottom of your fridge. Our chicken grilling experience begins by lighting 1 chimney starter's worth of natural chunk charcoal. Now, aluminum foil. We're going to need heavy-duty foil, 8 feet worth. And I know that seems like a lot, but believe me, it is well used here. Now, my table's 4 feet across, so that's all I've got to do. Fold it over, and then just kind of crumple it into a big snake. Wrap the snake around the pot, because what we want is a 9-inch diameter. That's an interior dimension ring of foil. There. Now that goes right into the middle of the coal grate. There. All right, an hour and a half is up, so drain your chicken and pat the pieces dry. Okay, into a gallon zip-top bag goes 1 tablespoon of chili powder. That's chili with an I, which means that it's actually a mixture of various spices. We're also going to add a tablespoon of curry powder, also a mixture, and oddly enough, one I never use when I'm making curry, but I do like it on things that are destined for the grill. Next, a teaspoon of adobo powder. It's also a mixture. You get it in the Latin section of your Mega Mart, but make sure you get the version without black pepper in it, okay? We're also going to use a teaspoon of ground cumin, my personal favorite spice in the world, and hot smoked paprika. Now, if you can't find the smoked version, at least make sure you use the hot. Now, I often use instant espresso powder when grilling pork, but I think that would be a little heavy-handed here. However, 2 teaspoons of cocoa powder might just recall the moles of old. There, that's it. Now, just mix that all together in the bag, and then add your chicken, seal the bag, and knead the spices right into the meat. Really get it into every little nook and cranny. Now, as soon as your clucker parts are thoroughly coated, spread them out on a rack such as this and let them sit at room temperature for half an hour. All right, time to cook some chicken. Pour out your lit charcoal carefully all around the outside of the ring of fire. Well, actually, I guess this is the ring of fire. Pie pan goes into the middle, cooking grate goes on top, and when it is hot, swab it down nice and clean with the lightly oiled rag. Now, the chicken, I like to always start skin side down. And remember, we're going over the direct heat in the beginning. The total cook time is going to be 18 to 20 minutes. Now, we're going to give the roughly 2-sided thighs, breasts, and wings a flip. At the 4 to 5 minute mark, the bowling pin-shaped legs will roll 1/4 to 1/3 of a turn every 3 to 4 minutes. Oh, and keep in mind, if you see a flare-up at any time, don't go moving the meat around. That just squirts out more fat. Reach in the middle and twist the grate. All right, 9.5 minutes have elapsed. It is time to get the breasts off of direct heat. So just slide them right into the middle and cover with the pie pan. Now, this creates a micro oven, which will maintain an even, albeit lower level of heat than, of course, what lays outside in the ring of fire. Now, I think the legs and the thighs we will flip and leave just a little bit longer over direct heat, but the wings, they're looking close to done, so I'm going to allow them to coast here on top of the pan. Now that is barbecue chicken. There. I said it. Actually, barbecue flavored chicken, since you can't technically barbecue a chicken, at least not in the South. If you have some slaw and potato salad, got yourself instant summer.